If you're looking to have a little more control over the information that's entered into different columns within your boards on Monday.com, then this video is for you. I'm going to review some of the new data validation rules that you can apply to your boards. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tara. I'm the founder of a company called Simple Day. We're a Monday.com Platinum partner. And over the past number of years, my team has helped hundreds of companies get started with Monday.com. We do custom implementations and training. If you need any assistance with Monday.com, feel free to reach out. My contact information is in the description below. And now let's jump into the video. Monday recently released data validation rules. And what that basically means is that you can put certain requirements on columns. We're going to walk through 3 different types of columns within this video to show you what you can do with them: a status column, a date column, and a numbers column. So let's start at the status column. You can see here that I have a very simple task board. And if I click on the 3 dots, I have the option to click on the settings, and then I can click on set column validation. And you'll notice that I have 2 options here: a conditional rule or a validation rule. And this applies to every column where you have the option to add this data validation. So let's start with a conditional rule. The conditional rule is essentially telling us the status has to be something. So here we're saying if status, we can say is not empty, is, or is not. And then we would need to choose something. So let's say we say if status is done, then what happens to another column? We can say then due date is required, maybe, meaning like once something's done, you have to have a due date column. There's tons of different examples, but the idea is that the status column has to be filled out, and some other column that's related also has to be filled out. So let's give the example of if status is changed to done, then the Batman is required. Let's try that. And I'm going to save that. Now, let's add a test task and we'll see how this works. So here I'm going to add in task number 1. And you can see I haven't filled in any other information. Let's just pretend that I finished this task and I change this to done. So what's going to happen is it's telling me that I have this conditional logic that in order to change it to done, the Batman column is required. So I'm going to fill in the Batman column, hit save changes, and now you can see that I was able to mark my status as done. So we're basically telling the system in order to change the status to something, another column has to be filled in or not filled in a certain way. But we're setting requirements on the columns. Now, let's move to the date column. If I click on the 3 dots and I click on settings, you can see here that I have set column validation, the exact same options that I had before. And here I have the conditional rule again and the validation rule. So here we're going to jump into the difference between the 2 of them. Here you can see for my due date, I say maybe if my date is between these 2 dates or if it's on or after, then do this. So this is an if-then statement. Now, a validation rule is totally different. A validation rule is saying that my date here has to fall within these rules. So I can say my date must be after, and I'm going to just pick today, April 12th. Meaning what I'm telling the system is that if someone comes in and puts a due date that was last week, I don't want to accept that. That doesn't work for me. So I have this rule. Now, let's test it out. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to add a task number 2. And I'm going to add a date. And let's say I'm going to add April 6th. See, it's telling me that it's an invalid value because my date has to be after the validation date that we chose. Now, let's go to a numbers column. Here you can see I have an hours column. Again, if you click on the 3 dots, you go to settings and you go to set column validation. We have the same options, a conditional rule and a validation rule. So for a numbers column, we can say if the number there is not equal to, is at least, is greater than, is most, you have a lot of different options. I could see this being a great option for something that has some kind of budget. Like maybe you have a budget and you don't want someone to go over the budget, or allocated time and you don't want them to go over the time. You just set this. Again, you have the same thing with the validation rule, that you can set those validations that the number has to be either can't be equal to something, must be at least. You could see the different options that you have here. These are 3 different types of columns that you can use the validation rules for. There are certain columns that you cannot use the validation rules for, and those are the first column, which is called the item column, a connected board column, a mirror column, a formula column, a docs column, a files column, an entity column on Monday service, and certain entity columns, which I'm guessing is the CRM. Data validation can be used within work management, Monday dev, Monday CRM, and Monday service. You can have up to 50 different data validations per board. You can have a number of different validations for each column that you're working on. So if you're looking to set some more rules around columns and permissions and who can do what, I definitely recommend checking out this new feature of data validations within Monday. See you in the next video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and remember to subscribe to receive tips and tricks on how to use Monday.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.